Climate change is one of the biggest issues on the minds of people living in Brunswick. I share these concerns. That's why I'm really proud that we've got such strong action on the state scene in Victoria. We are part of a state that is a national leader in responding to climate change. For years, the Bracks and Brumby governments have been carving out our response to climate change, and what has been delivered is ambitious and exciting.
So you've got a better understanding of what all the talk's been about. I'm going to give you an overview of the 5 key areas in which Victoria is leading the way.
Number 1, and this is a big one, a target for reducing our carbon emissions. The government has legislated for a target to reduce emissions by at least 20% by 2020. That's not a maximum target, it's a minimum. 20% reduction by 2020. Victoria is the first state in the country to implement such a target. It's now law, and that means the government has to meet the commitment. Of note, the Greens offered no amendments when this bill was debated in Parliament and supported its passage through. Number 2, addressing brown coal. The Brumby government wants to reduce emissions from Victoria's existing brown coal power plants. We have a plan for the first phase down of brown coal in Australia, ever. Labor is in negotiations with the federal government and with the owners for the closure of a quarter of Hazelwood, our biggest emitter. There's a lot of work involved in such a major closure, and Labor is working for a responsible solution that will protect the state's energy supplies, the many precious jobs, and our environment. We are the only party with a specific plan and a timeline for the closure of Hazelwood. The third area is focusing on renewable energies. The Labor Party in Victoria is making Victoria the solar state. The government has set a target and wants to increase our solar energy use from 10 gigawatt hours to 2,500 gigawatt hours. That's multiplying our current solar energy use by 250 times. It is in fact the biggest commitment to solar in Australia, and it means between 5 and 20 large solar plants, and that means more jobs.
Fourth, the Brumby government has a plan to lift our energy efficiencies in our homes to the equivalent of a 5-star standard. That is the biggest household retrofit program in Australia. It's an investment in our communities.
Fifth, and importantly, we have a Green Jobs Action Plan. We're creating new jobs in efficient construction, renewable energy and innovative technologies. At the same time, we're helping build sustainability skills for tradespeople to ensure that our tradespeople have the specialist knowledge needed for green construction and technology. Your Labor government is doing much more than just imagining the possibilities for a greener Victoria. We're delivering on those possibilities, and you're part of that. So use your vote to re-elect the most environmentally responsible government in Australia, the Brumby government. Vote to make it happen.